Well, my name is Loring Cornish, and I'm an artist. Early when I first started, I was doing a lot of crosses, but now most of the themes are to believe, and to it's like the underdog thing. You can come up from behind, you can do it, hang on in there, keep believing. If you get knocked down, get back up again. Because some of the materials that I used were discarded things, and it seems like I take a lot of discarded things and give them life. I mean, I make art out of Venetian blinds, even use golf clubs and the soles of shoes. I've covered a whole chair in nickels, and I mean, and the Wild Irish rose bottles were stacked up like 5 or 10 high. When they used to run everything through the printing press, I used the typeset in art pieces. Football jerseys, you name it. Old CD racks, 1940 Venetian blinds, the wooden ones. You name it, I've pretty much have probably made art. I even made art out of jeans to show the progression of the jean when it used to be a working jean. They invented the jean to work in the coal mines, and now it's a fashion statement. The glass on outside of the house is one of my most recent projects. I've always wanted to make the house mine. I've always wanted to do something, that said, hey, welcome home. Instead of having the brick house, the front of the brick house that's been there for years, I wanted to put a new facade on it. And when I came to Baltimore, I was wondering what I was going to do with the floors. And so I drove around the city as I usually do. Well, I usually walk because, but I drove around the city trying to find out what I was going to use. And so I was asking God, what do I do? I got to tell you, I have this firm belief in God and Jesus, and I'm not trying to throw my religion on you or anything like that, but that's just who I am. All throughout those 3 years that I was working on the house, God would wake me up in the middle of the night and say, go down the street, turn the corner, and there would be the very things that I needed for the art. And so he told me to make a right, turn here, turn there, and I stopped in front of this building. I was like, well, God, what do I do? I got out of the car, and it was late at night, it was like midnight, and I opened the car door up. I got out of the car and I looked, and in front of me was the Baltimore Glass Company. And I was like, Baltimore Glass Company? I was like, you want me to make the floors out of glass? So, and to be quite honest with you, the reason why I chose to become an artist, to do this, is because it's the one thing that I can actually do with my life where I can worship God at the same time. And I also open my doors to the community, and I love for the students or even adults to be inspired by the work that I do. I love for them to do the thing that's down on the inside of them. I love for them to see the house, and then I love for them to be ignited by what they see in order to do the thing inside of them, whether it's a writer or a singer or a lawyer or any of the things above, but to act on it and to do it, because to do this amount of work takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of solitude, but it's so rewarding. It's so very, very rich to me. That's pretty much pretty much it. Oh, where I'm going with the art, I'm hoping to do other things outside of the house. I've been chosen to do a couple proposals for a couple big corporations, and so it seems like this art is really going in another direction, more so out of the house and maybe into the, with the museum show and with these corporate proposals, which I've done a lot of corporate work too, but I think it's going further than I expected or hoped for. And I'm just believing and continuing to believe in it.